My name is Borinka Henriken Tudor. That was my maiden name. I was born April 5th, 1939 in Yugoslavia and in a small village, Velo Grablje, on island of Hvar. I lived there with my mother, my father, my grandmother, and two of my brothers, older brother, Marinko and Ivan. I live in the village called Velo Grablje, and it was a poor village. We didn't have very much. We have 300 people living there at that time, and everyone was farmers. They all farmers. We didn't have any other industry or anything. It was just the farmers, and we raised lavender, and we have grapes and rosemary, and we sold that and that's how we earn our living. But anyway, we were happy. But then the war came when I was only 4 years old. When war came, my father was forced to join Tito army, a guerrilla that he formed with all these groups in Yugoslavia. They took my father, and he was 37, 38 years old, and he really was old to go, and had my mother try to stop it. She say, I have 3 children and old grandma, but there was no way to go. He had to go. The Germans came through our town. They occupied our house, was like 30 of them, and they just lived there for a month. And we were sleeping in one room, and they took 2 rooms. And it was very difficult. We never knew what was going to happen to us, but we were very fortunate. They really never harmed us. I remember it was winter day, and they had these long coats, and they were shooting. Germans were shooting. They were hungry too, I guess. So they were shooting everybody, the chickens and whatever they could find something to eat. We have a little goat. Her name was Bilica, and she was so cute. And she was tied. Bilica was tied in front of our house. And when the Germans came, they were pointing to her, to the Bilica, and like try to shoot her. And one soldier actually pointed the gun towards Bilica. And my grandmother came out of the house. My grandma's name was Borica. She was a tiny little lady, kind, loving. I mean, she was you would never believe. She just ran out of the house, grabbed the little goat, put her in her apron, and bring her. And they just stood and looked at her, and we were crying, saying, Nona, Nona, that's name for grandma. Nona, Nona, don't, no, they're gonna shoot you, And she just grabbed it, came and took her in the house, and they were just looking. They were just surprised. They didn't do anything, so we were very grateful for that. And my grandma, we call her, she was a hero. She was our hero, and you would never think the person like her would be that brave.